In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire.
Candace Owens is not.
Oh, I messed that up. Sorry, y'all. Let me just, I don't think I have it here either. Oh, here it is. Let me put...
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare. She can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lived, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hey, everyone. How are you today? I think we're going to be forced. Hold on a second. Sorry. Somebody said I can't take a joke. I go, Tracy, you can't take a joke? No, actually, no. I can't take a joke. Um, unless I'm laughing, I can't take a joke. And I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I don't know. Maybe I'm not kidding. Do you think, like, I think, oh, I know what it is. Oh my God, I'm in my villain era. I'm Carilla DeVille. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't think I'm in my villain era. Oh no, does that mean I'm never gonna laugh again? Dream again. Dream again. Ugh. I'm in my villain era, people, and there's a lot of signs in their villain era. Why Leo is a part of this, I don't know, but we are in our villain eras. Oh no. Pray for others, y'all. Pray for others. Especially others on TikTok. Tick-tocky. Tick-tacky. All right. Guys, I think we're going to be doing, maybe because it's just easy, but every day Candace Owens goes to bed and is debunking. You know what I think? I think she is clearing Tyler's name. That's what I think. I think that I think she's in her villain era. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's not me, it's her. She's in her villain era, and watch out because her best friend, boyfriend slash fake husband died, and she didn't even start on Erica yet, right? She did a little bit on Erica, but Candace is grieving. Candace is grieving, and I'm afraid to stand next to her right now because her grief is so palpable. I feel her grief. You know, you feel energy and be like, oh, I feel, oh, I feel energy. Well, I feel Candace's pain. She loved this guy. She absolutely loved this guy. Is Candace going to solve this case? Do you think Candace is going to solve this case? Does anybody feel that? I mean, she's at the point where she's kind of scaring me because every day she's coming through with something that maybe some of us aren't really questioning hard enough. And she's not even asking us. Like me, I'd be like, "Didn't you see it? Don't you see it right on the wall?" That's me. She doesn't say that. She's just very calmly stating the obvious. What is Candace sign? Because I think when I grow up, I want to have her disposition. I don't want to be like, ah! Although I'm a Leo, so I don't know how that's ever going to happen. And now I'm in my villain era, so I don't even know how to bring that on down. But I'm really going to enjoy this villain era. I have been waiting years, just years, to be in my villain era. I mean, there's so many bitches I want to slap. I might just call people up and really give them a tongue lashing because, and I think I'm going to say that. I'm in my villain era and I thought you should know what I think about you. Jezebel. All right, let me stop. You guys don't know the joke behind that. All right. Some people do, but not everybody. Let me say hi to everyone first, but I really want your opinions on, you know how we have that series Where in the World is Carmen San Diego or something like that, Santiago? I feel like we need to have, oh God, so cute. I feel like we need to have a daily Candace Owens event. what the hell is Candace Owens going to discover now? Um, and that's not like annoying. I know I said it, but it's not annoying. It's like, I'm definitely one to debunk conspiracy theories. Oh, I saw one on JFK today. I saw another one on 9/11. This Charlie Clerk thing, Aquarius and Uranus or whatever, Pluto and Aquarius. I don't know where we're at with Aquarius, but it is really going back and making us look at some shit. Like, how did Building 7 fall down? I saw a video on that today. Like, if you guys knew my mind, like, I have such a psychic mind, but it doesn't look like it, right? I look like a complete ditz. And I just, I swear, in this Caribbean island, I just spend the whole time being nice to people. Hi, how are you? Sometimes I try to give them jokes, but nobody on the island gets my joke. I am not funny to anybody, but I keep at it until they crack a smile. Like, I keep at it until they finally figure out, like, I'm not a danger. Like, I'm not the clear and present danger, but I put out a joke and they're like, and I'm like, oh, you want another one? And I give them another one. And now they kind of look at me like after the second joke, they kind of go, because they know it's funny, but they're like, "Ah," and I go, okay, okay, one more. And then I put something else out there. I don't even know what. Like, you actually have to see me in action. It's half the shit I say isn't funny. It's only funny to me. But by the third attempt, they look at me with the softest eyes. I think they look at me like my sister Tony, right? Like, you never knew Tony was like not okay, like she was not okay until you listened. And once you listened, then you would be like, oh, something's different here. And then you would look at her and she had this one eye. And it would be like, oh, that explains so much. That's me, except that I don't have the one eye, right? So when they finally look at me, they kind of have to figure out that I'm harmless. Except now that I'm in my villain era. So I may not be so haha funny anymore. No, I'm going to be funny because I think I've been in my villain era for the past 10 years. I actually have to leave it to other Leos. I'm going to be haha funny. I promise. Dory, you be Melissa, my brain. If I could just shut my brain down, then I could maybe fit in with society, but I can't. And so, yeah, I swear to God, before I get on, I'm sitting at my sofa like this, changing the channel and just, and then I get on and it's like the stage is my oyster and you guys have to suffer through it. All right. But I'm funny. Hi, Melissa. I feel like he was her side piece. She was grieving more than his wife. And now she's fighting harder, right, Georgia? Sally, where have you been? Hello, sweetie. Saki love, how are you? My mother's a Leo. Oh, you poor thing. You poor thing. Did you love your mommy? Because, Leos can be a lot, I promise you. The administration used him as much as they could, but that's done. Yeah, Noel. Yeah. And so there's a lot of questions I have, just a lot. I think public attention has moved on from Kirk. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I think that's what they want. And Candace Owens said, no, no, we will say fuck it on Is Candace in her villain era? Does anybody know her sign? Because she is like that pit bull that bites down, and y'all fucked with her, man. Mm, I don't know who Candace is going after. I know she is going after the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And Candace Owens is determined to tell the truth. Oh my God, Candace. She actually cracks me up because that bitch is serious. Have you seen any of her? She's dead ass serious. She's in her villain. Please tell me her sign. I need to know Candace. Oh, hi, Mommy. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Miriam. How are you? Hi, Tracy and everyone. Brandy. Hey, how are you, Brandy? Is something happening soon? Hi, Georgia. We spoke earlier. Hi, myself. Hey, 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 Full Creations. Hi, Jenny G. I don't know why I said, oh, because you said hey. All right, let's go back to the bottom. Sally, yes, I love her. But she's, talking about your mom, but she's a lot, exactly. Had to do lots of forgiveness for myself. You had to forgive her? Because that's normal. It's like, oh, I'm going to forgive you for all the shit you did, Mom. No, she's in her villain era. That bitch is in her. God, people. I'm getting support on IG. I love this. I love IG when IG likes me. And then sometimes IG thinks I'm a little crazy. And then I have to get mad and then I have to cuss everybody out. I mean, I will go line by line by line, just cussing everybody out. But I like it when they like me and they support something I said. Um, all right. I would show you guys the uh the post, but I don't want her to get any more views. I'm in my villain era. I'm not sharing a stupid post, but people are really supporting my comment. Yay me. Oh, she was born April. Oh, okay. April 29th is a mixture. She is a Taurus, but she acts like an Aries. Tell me she acts like a Taurus. You know how I know she doesn't act like a Taurus? Because Tauruses give up too quickly. When a Taurus is upset, you know what a Taurus says? I'm going to leave this right here. And they walk away. Because the thing about a Taurus, oh my God. The thing about, she's a Taurus. I'm not denying that she's a Taurus, but she's got a recipe. The thing about a Taurus is that they know their strength. So unless you are seriously fucking with their money, like seriously, seriously fucking with their money, as long as they got their job, their income, their bank accounts, a Taurus is going to walk away. They will never forget. I mean, never. Remember, they're opposite Scorpios. Scorpios will hold on to revenge for 10 years, but they're going to catch that revenge. I promise you. But she's got a recipe in her. So her flashy personality, her vivaciousness, that fun girl that likes to dance with Kirk Guy and loves going to all these conventions. What were they doing at these conventions? Were they like Christian? Okay, Story time. Story time. Hold on. I know what they were doing at those conventions because I got stories. There's nothing anybody has ever done that I have not done except crack cocaine, right? And prostitution. We always talk about that. No prostitution. Um, Although I'm not against making money the way you need to make money. I am not against it. I promise you. Some do it for a cheeseburger. So if you're gonna do it right. Anywho, that's why OnlyFans. I have an OnlyFans account. I haven't used it. I still don't know what to do with it. I'm 63. What am I gonna do? Opening up an OnlyFans account and actually using it? But I have it. I have an OnlyFans account, so relax. Anywho, when I was 16 years old, I met my boyfriend. And we're both Catholic. He went to Catholic school through Catholic high school, and I went born and raised Catholic, wound up in his church. Fell in love with me at a school dance. There used to be these things called school dances, and that's how you met your boyfriends. Very classic story. And then I was in the church club, and I was the treasurer. I didn't even know these kids, and they were like, okay, we got to get board members, and like, who wants to be the treasurer? And I raised my hand, and they were like, we don't even know you. And I'm like, yeah, it's okay. You're going to get to know me anyway, so I might as well just be the treasurer. Anyhow, we were in this club, and because we're in this club, and because we're Catholic, right? And because I think the Catholic Church is really weird, they always had these conventions that the Catholic kids could go to. And I'm telling you, these conventions, you stay away for the whole weekend. Sometimes you left on Thursday. You stay away for the whole weekend. You're not near your parents. Everybody in the club gets to go. Could be 10 of us going. It was the best thing ever. Mostly, we would meet up with mostly white kids, right? We were like a bunch of black kids in Harlem. But for the most part, everybody else at these events were white. Let me tell you something. This has nothing to do with black and white. I just like to give you a history of my experiences. My boyfriend would either come to the, or they didn't suspect anything, so he either would like be there or be with us. I don't even know how the nigga got there, but in any case, he was there. And there's no parents around, right? And you're supposed to go to these classes and stuff, and we never made it to class, ever. We would be boinking at these conventions. Sometimes there would be like two of us in a room, like me and this girl, Kelly, used to be like bunk mates, but her boyfriend was also in a club, so she would be fucking on the same room. I thought I would never tell this story. I've never told this story until just now. She would be fucking her boyfriend on her bed, and I would be fucking my boyfriend on my bed. And let me tell you something, we were good Catholic church girls. How I never got pregnant early, I guess we used a condom. I don't remember. Eventually, I married mine. Yeah. But I also gave my ultimatum. I was like, I didn't really want to get married. I really didn't even want him. I was young. I had a banging body. I was living in Harlem. And let me tell you, niggas love this body in Harlem. This body, this voluptuous, big hip, tight, little tight, what did they used to call me? They had a name for me in the streets. I forgot what it was. It wasn't Little Mama. No one used that back in the day. When I can think of it, I'll tell you. Anywho, Candace Owens, what happened at those conventions? The hell? What happened at those conventions, girl? Come on, Candace. Come on, Candace. Anywho, wait, are y'all laughing at my story? A true story. You guys know I won't lie. I never told y'all this story. One year we got caught at the convention and then I had to report it back to the priest. Oh my God. And so the priest called a meeting. I'll never forget. He was so disappointed in us. And we were just like dumbfounded. And then in my mind, I was thinking by this time I might have been like 17 and a half. I'm about to be grown. So fuck you, priest, right? But I was thinking, y'all just let us go to these conventions without proper supervision, first of all. The fuck did y'all think was gonna happen? Because we got caught finally. Like, where is everybody? And they caught us all in the room. Really funny. I swear to God, I don't know how I did not wind up on crack, in the streets, pregnant. I don't know. I don't know. Anywho, um, and then the priest, Father Samuel, I'll never forget him, who, by the way, Father Samuel kissed me. The fuck? He was more disappointed in something else. Kissed me right on the lips. You know, to this day, I can tell you the shape of his lips. These are true stories because Catholic priests were weird. And this was an African, sorry, Africans, an African Catholic priest. I did not know this man was in love with me. And I was a baby. I think he kissed me when I was 16 years old. I don't think I was older. But the way he kissed me like with his eyes closed and like very like sensual. It's just not a tongue kiss. It wasn't that. Maybe that's why I never ratted on him. I never even told my husband about the kiss. I don't have time for all that. But he did kiss me and then I pulled back and just when you're being assaulted, you're just as shocked as the person that's assaulting you because sometimes they're shocked that they could get away with it. It's a weird thing that happens between an assault and the assaultee. And I just kind of looked, and he just kind of did the same thing. Like, I mean, I never mentioned it. He never mentioned it. I didn't think anybody would believe me. That was an era where a little black girl would have been believed, really, in a Catholic church, really? No, I would have just disappeared. Okay, enough with my stories. Right, right. They were diddy bopping at them conventions. That's what I'm trying to say, Candace. And Candace looks like she was wild. Thank you. I love like you get it. You see what I'm trying to say. Hi, Growth. How are you? Candace Owens is polarizing version of Oprah. That's who she sounds like. She does not. She does not sound like Oprah. Oprah sounded like a colonizer. Candace was just straight up racist. Oprah tried to play both games and tried to make people believe she was on the black side, but she was never on the black side. Okay, forget Oprah. I had to forgive her. Oh, I had to forgive her. Lots of choices I did not understand at all. Yeah, we lived together, so we good now. Oh, I love that. I love when people can heal with their parents. That's what I'm talking about. Oprah's she's a colonizer. She's mama in a big house. All right. Noelle goes, Oprah. Not Oprah. Oprah's by herself. That's why she has that original name. There'll never be another Oprah. Thank you, God. All right, stop, stop, because I'm starting to get into my villain era again. You bring up Oprah, oh my God, it just makes me go mad. All right. Anywho, Candace. So Candace fell in love with Kirk, and it's obvious. And she is more supportive and debunking anything that's going down than the wife is. As a matter of fact, the wife now doesn't wear makeup. She's on this podcast and she's having the best time of her life now that her husband is kapui. She's so happy. She's the moment. Diddy bopping. Oprah was on the rich side. All right. Let's look at some videos of our girl Candace. But I did have something else to show you before I did that image file. Oh, why is this not showing up? Oh, it didn't show up. I have a, hold on. I have a picture to show. Melissa, look at this picture and tell me what you see. All photos. Cancel. Wait. Okay. All right, take a look at this image. There you go. What do, what do you guys see here? Let me take down the Oprah is on the rich side. What do you guys see here? What do you see? Oh, I should take down story time too. What do you guys see? Story time is down. And what does that look like to you? Anybody? I'm going to tell you because I know what it is. I'm always looking for signs from God. Melissa, can you see what that is? All right. Melissa, you always see things I don't see. I see a oh, I didn't think of it as a crown. Look at you. Yes. Okay. All right. Anybody else see anything? It's not a test, guys, so don't panic. I feel people panicking. Oh my God, what if I don't get it right? Anybody else see anything? Look at it carefully. Oh Lord, Melissa. Why Melissa scries very well. You see people sitting in high seats? Damn. I hope they're my peoples. Can I tell we can well, it's not an alien in Vegas. No, no. Can I tell you what I see, guys? But I wanted a couple of more answers. Okay. I'm gonna do a video and you guys type in what you think you see there.
His father does not believe, his parents don't believe that their son committed this crime. I was like, huh? Excuse me? That's a far cry from what the media has been telling us. Remember, the media presented this amazing story The father realized his son was guilty, so it goes, right? And then he phoned over a friend to help him convince his son to turn himself in, because this guy, this mysterious guy was a friend and just had a connection with Tyler. And eventually they said, "You got to do the right thing here. We know this is you." That was the vibe. Certainly that's what the media was putting down for us to pick up. Well, I was told actually that it was kind of the opposite. That quote unquote family friend, who we learned was a former detective with the police force, at least, and so therefore has strong ties with the police station, informed the family. It was that in-between person that informed the family that Tyler had been identified as the shooter. He recognized him. He knows Tyler. He gives them the heads up. And then I'm told, and I believe this, that the way in which he got arrested, or rather turned himself in, was because that family friend slash neighbor slash former detective told him, "Hey, it's best for you to turn yourself in because there's only one of two options here. Either you turn yourself in and everything is peaceable, or the SWAT team could come in here and arrest you and things would get crazy." So that's what happened. He went over to their house. Tyler was called over. Tyler was bewildered. He disputed the idea that he had murdered Charlie Kirk. In fact, according to my source, Tyler has never even stepped foot on UVU campus.
Okay. Did you guys figure out what this is? Do you want me to tell you? Melissa, do you want me to tell you? Noel, should I tell you? What I see. It doesn't have to be right, but this is what I see. I see a protective eye with eyelashes. Do you guys see it now? Do you see the eyelashes with the eye in the middle? Could even be the eye of Horus in the middle. Does anybody see it? Do you see the eye? You saw the eyelashes, Noel. Yes. You see it, Georgia? Yes. And look at the eye in the middle. That's some shit right there. I love it. And I've got this wall of protective eyes. So weird. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this wall. I know my group have seen it because I've done my group on this wall, but I'll show you. Oh, I'll show you all the wall. Hey, mommy, you okay? Okay, you okay? All right. Let me get it up here. Okay. This is my work wall. Let me see if I can get it up here. Oh, let me push this back. Image. Please go through. Damn it, where is it? Oh, it's not going through. Should just did it my way. Nope, still not going through. Why wouldn't it go through? Oh my God, I hate my life. Show all options. Show all. There you go. Go through. So annoying. This is my wall of protective eyes, which you guys never get to see this. But when I did my group, this would be my backdrop back in the day. So, doesn't this look like this? Isn't it similar? Especially, look at the second row from the left. The second row. That looks like a crown, Melissa. So I saw the crown that you said. I love that. Yep, you see it, right, Scarves? This is rather odd looking. I've never seen that before in the sky. I know. I know. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, Jaden, it is. It is. After my sister passed, it turns out that it was something that I needed, but that's not the reason why. But I'm so happy to have it. All right. Next media thing. By the way, what's your question on Candace? Anybody have like a really good...
Oh my God. Listen to what this says. Candace Owens has just said that Tyler Robinson never even stepped foot on UVU campus.
The way in which he got arrested, or rather turned himself in, was because that family friend slash neighbor slash former detective told him, hey, it's best for you to turn yourself in because there's only one of two options here. Either you turn yourself in and everything is peaceable, or, you know, the SWAT team could come in here and arrest you and things would get crazy. So that's what happened. He went over to their house. Tyler was called over. Tyler was bewildered. He disputed the idea that he had murdered Charlie Kirk. In fact, according to my source, Tyler has never even stepped foot on UVU campus.
Okay, I got more, guys. Let me see.
Oh my God. Listen.
Your mom's on her way?
Yeah, she's gonna be a minute. She's gotta shuttle over from where she's at to her car and then drive over.
Gotcha.
His mother was going to shuttle over from her car? Interesting. There's more, of course. Of most interest to me, what I've learned is that his father does not believe, his parents don't believe that their son committed this crime. I was like, huh? Excuse me? That's a far cry from what the media has been telling us. Remember, the media presented this amazing story. The father realized his son was guilty, so it goes, right? And then he phoned over a friend to help him convince his son to turn himself in, because this guy, you know, this mysterious guy was a friend and just had a connection with Tyler. And eventually they said, you got to do the right thing here. We know this is you. That was the vibe. Certainly that's what the media was putting down for us to pick up. Well, I was told actually that it was kind of the opposite. That quote unquote family friend, who we learned was a former detective with the police force, at least, and so therefore has strong ties with the police station, informed the family. It was that in-between person that informed the family that Tyler had been identified as the shooter. He recognized him. He knows Tyler. He gives them the heads up. And then I'm told, and I believe this, that the way in which he got arrested, or rather turned himself in, was because that family friend slash neighbor slash former detective told him, hey, it's best for you to turn yourself in because there's only one of two options here. Either you turn yourself in and everything is peaceable, or, you know, the SWAT team could come in here and arrest you and things would get crazy. So that's what happened. He went over to their house. Tyler was called over. Tyler was bewildered. He disputed the idea that he had murdered Charlie Kirk. In fact, according to my source, Tyler has never even stepped foot on UVU campus. Tyler, it turns out, which has already been revealed, was accepted into Utah State University, not Utah Valley. And that's actually interesting if you pause and reflect on that, because we didn't really consider how on earth Tyler became not just familiar with the layout of the campus, but familiar with the rooftop layout of UVU campus. So familiar that he knew exactly how to scale across the rooftops to duck down in order to take an almost impossible shot at a Charlie Kirk who was sitting beneath a tent. How did he know how to do all of that? Had he been there before? that he knew where Charlie was going to be sitting in it, that he would have that shot from on top of the Losey Center. What? Right? I would actually, and I don't know, but I would imagine that even actual current UVU students don't know that possibility. Like, they're not even that familiar with how to scale the rooftops and what shots they can take from it. We'll see. Curiously, however, my source says that Tyler Robinson was nearby the campus on that day. I'm wondering if that fact, which I'm trying to learn more information regarding, explains the Dairy Queen photo. Because what was he doing around the campus on that day? Where exactly was he around the campus on that day? This photo never made any sense. When I plugged it into my timeline, it wasn't fitting in. So if you're wondering why exactly Tyler would agree to go to the police station if he's not guilty, ironically, the police were honest that day on one of the points. Well, first and foremost, that point is Tyler is not suicidal. He wanted to go to the police station so that he didn't risk accidentally getting shot by the police swarming his home, as I said earlier, in a theatrical arrest. Last week, I have to tell you, I was contacted by a source who I vetted with information that answered a lot of the lingering questions that we've had about the investigation. Not all of them, but some of them, some of the big ones. First and foremost, we were like, how exactly did it work? How did Tyler Robinson turn himself in, as we were told, but also never confessed? And did he actually author those absurd Fed messages? Because I'm thinking no. Lastly, what was he doing at Dairy Queen? Doesn't really quite fit into our timeline. Also, don't expect this kid who just tried out being a stone cold killer to really have an appetite. And why exactly did the feds withhold that information at Dairy Queen? And why are they allegedly stalking the Dairy Queen to see who comes in and out? Well, we have the story that could possibly potentially answer all of those questions. And it certainly makes a lot more sense than the slop that the government is currently trying to feed us. First and foremost, Tyler Robinson has never confessed. They acknowledge that he has never confessed to this crime, and he still is pleading innocence on the shooting. In fact, I was told that he was, quote unquote, bewildered by the idea that he carved casings. I should be clear, he does not dispute the fact that it is his gun at all. It is his gun. But Tyler is not exactly a gun enthusiast. He doesn't hunt like his other brothers do. In fact, he's apparently a fisherman. The reason that he has that gun in the first place is because it is, in fact, a custom-made family heirloom. Tyler is the firstborn son, so he inherited. That's what firstborns do. They get the family heirloom. That is why he has the gun. As many of you guys have noted, the Robinson family appear to be conservative, hence the hunting and the fishing as the sports of their choosing. I am told that they are fans of Charlie Kirk and they are fans of Donald Trump, although this source noted that Tyler, like many other conservatives have expressed, wished that Trump would sometimes tone down his speech and his rhetoric. Now, on the topic of rhetoric, I am told that Tyler absolutely did not author those text messages. What text messages? He has no idea where these messages came from. Believes that they are therefore entirely fictionalized. It turns out, you're going to be shocked, that he doesn't actually use words like vehicle, which should come as no surprise to anyone that has a brain. By the way, I'm sure you caught this, but there's old footage of Tyler Robinson that is now circulating from a car accident that he had. And during the discussion with the officer that showed up, Tyler certainly refers to it as his car, not his vehicle, because that's how most Americans, how most English speakers refer to a car, unless they're in the military or on the police force. So here is 2022 police body cam footage, in case you missed that, of Tyler making a crash report. Take a listen.
The fuck? What? Girl, why is that footage not here? I need the footage. Oh, God. All right. Let's look at your comments, because y'all are very verbal right now. Scarves and things, everyone calls her that. I have to see the movie. I really need to finish this movie. I'm like you, Marette. Finish the movie. We have to see where this takes us down the rabbit hole. Not white, I mean wife at Dory. Okay, let's go back. Candace, oh God. Candace husband Is a Mason. Is part of the House of the Lords Club in England. That's why she's allowed to speak freely. I think he's her handler. The real question is he going to stick around? I don't know. Maybe she may not care. She's going to get amazing amount of child support. I heard he's very, very rich. Everyone calls her that. Yeah. I wonder how Candace's husband feels about all of this. Me too. Candace is more emotional than his wife. I never saw a teardrop from Serena Joy 2.0. Nope, don't say she better be careful. Don't say that. She's the only one that is speaking up. Don't threaten her with you better be careful. I don't believe in that. I think y'all are gonna kill me for this, but I think Candace is gonna be a hero. Oh my God. But whatever. I'm gonna let her cook. Still don't like her. Let me warm my tea. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't like her because of her previous past. So, I don't even know that song. You're gonna make me look it up, Jaden. So, here's my theory on Candace Owens. Candace Owens got in. She got in on the other side. It's not too many black folks that are in there. They fired her probably because she was getting too close to Kirk. That's what I'm thinking. Like, they were like, girl, Kirk, like, your friendship is too much and we don't need this drama. So, we need to fire Candace. But I also think that Candace was revving up her rhetoric on some other things, right? That her and Kirk were agreeing upon. And she might have been what they thought was a bad influence, right? As all like black women get blamed for everything. They might have thought she was a bad influence, so they got rid of her. So when they got rid of her, she was in shock, right? I remember when she first started her YouTube show after she had been terminated, and she was in shock and embarrassed. And then I did see the ties turn, but I didn't understand like whose side she was on. It was like kind of weird and shit. I didn't know if I was agreeing with her, if I was disagreeing with her. I was so confused. And then ultimately, this Kirk kid on her lives, and it's her best friend, which I didn't know that. And she is now on a rampage to get to the bottom of all of this. So, while you all want to stay in reverence of hate, she's the one consistently verbal person that is doing what needs to be done. And I think rather than continuously hate her, this is what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to listen to her. I'm going to see what she has to say and why she says it. Because not only does she say something, she then explains it as well. So if your hate gets in the middle of her trying to explain that we are going to get caught out there, shame on you. Because we need to be spiritual. And God has used some of the worst motherfucking people in the Bible to save the world. I give you Candace Owens. So, I'm going to listen, Candace. And that's all I have to offer, an ear. Yeah, scarves, but don't look at it that way. Can we move forward? can we move forward to 2025 after Kirk has died? And can you see that everything happens for a reason? You all have to remember, she too is chosen by God. She's chosen by God. So, if she got in there hating blacks, well, that's a whole nother dichotomy of whether or not she likes herself and blah, blah, I don't care. The bottom line is she got in and now she's out. So I don't want to look at it as, oh, they showed her, which a month ago I might have agreed with you, except somebody died. And I need to know the ins and outs of this. I'm interested. And I think as black folks, as much as we're drinking coffee and we're not getting involved, I do want to stay psychically open. Don't let your anger get in the middle of not understanding some of the things that she's trying to say, because it's so much bigger. It's so much bigger. If we don't listen, not just to her, but if we don't get it, one day we're all going to wake up and we're all going to be encased in a bubble. And Candace is going to be like, tried to tell you guys. I mean, you may not like me, but I tried to tell you guys. It's the same thing, Merritt. It's the same thing. You're actually, okay. All right. Breathe, Tracy. I would say that if she's being this verbal, let her. Let God take care of her. Let God take care of her children. Don't think that someone like Candace is not protected. I don't know if we should put words out there like that, or should we actually, and I'm not telling you what to do. I'm trying to be really careful because I'm tired of yelling and I don't want to yell, but I just think that this messaging is so much bigger than you and I, and we're all either living in fear. Oh, I'm afraid for her. I'm afraid for her children. Come on, guys. Where's God when you say I'm afraid for her? Where's God? Let God do its job. And hating her because we all have a previous hatred of her. I have disdain myself of her, but I don't know if I can hold on to it anymore. I see God in her. And I see where she's trying to tell some folks a story, and I'm listening. So maybe I'm asking for you all to put the switch on, put the switch up, and let other information come in so that she can be heard. But is she talking for herself or is she talking for you? Oh, what's zesty? I never used the word zesty. I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh, Melissa Burton. Rumors say her husband is zesty. Oh. So Noel says, retire the word. Apparently it's derogatory. I never knew that, Noel. Handmaid's Tale is a series. When you watch the character, it's spot on. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I'm learning? Oh my God, I'm learning so much. I got to turn this light down because it's killing me. Oh, Tracy After Dark. We got to get there. You know how they say life imitates art, right? Do you remember the show 24? Where they wound up having a black president? and ultimately gave us a black president right after that show. It was the first time that I questioned, does life imitate art, or is art created to influence the mind of the people? I'm starting to wonder about all these shows that are created, like The Handmaid's Tale. The art is too close. It's too close. So, were they teaching us and preparing us for a Handmaid's Tale's world? Because the UK is starting something called digital ID. America will be right behind that. And without the digital ID, you can't work. You have to include your bank accounts. At any given moment, they can shut your money down. They could fire you, shut your monies down. And it's happening right now. So while the UK can't figure out Brexit, they're creating a digital ID. And do you think that they're creating a digital ID and America's not involved? Let me tell you something. I was just watching Border Control with the Australian people. You know what I figured out? Somebody had a fake passport. And apparently, the way passports are made all over the world is that some parts of the passport needs to illuminate. Like the stamp or this or that needs to illuminate to prove that it's an authentic. So they literally have a machine that they can run the passport through, and certain stamps needs to be illuminated. And this was North Korea. I'm thinking, if North Korea has that, then America has that. If America has that, then the UK has that. If the UK has that, then this country, New Zealand, has that. Which means these country talks. They talk a lot. And they get in the same coordinated travel space, right? And then I thought about another thing, and I'm like, it could cost $2,500 for a studio apartment in Los Angeles, more in New York City. But why does it cost the same thing in the UK? Why, if I go to Germany, people are looking for rentals for $2,000? Because they talk. They talk. And if they talk, you think they aren't putting in the monies to create movies and a series to get a coordinated mindset? Like they are the Matrix. And so The Handmaid's Tale was prep work. And we're so numb that instead of saying, oh my God, we are fucked and we better fight a protest, instead we all say, Handmaid's Tale. It's The Handmaid's Tale. And you're right. But did The Handmaid's Tale ever end? What's the ending to The Handmaid's Tale? You know what I mean? All right, I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay. Let me see what you guys have to say. I don't like it. Why give it to citizens? Real ideas not enough? Not enough. Now I'm confused. About what? Noel? Oh, I don't know. A trans woman can say that. Oh, well, just listen. He's trying to educate us. Love President Palmer? Yeah. He was your training ground for Obama. I never knew it was derogatory either. I heard it from a trans woman. Oh, and then he said, yeah, trans women can say it. Okay, well, we're all being educated. Stay open, guys. Oh my God, this digital ID is scary, right? As soon as this administrative as soon as this started, I went back to rewatch Handmaid's Tale. It's too close for comfort. It's identical. I gotta take these glasses off, but I can't see without it. It's identical. And so what I think we're getting is not this administration. I think Handmaid's Tale was training us. That's what I'm trying to say. What do you all think of Kirk's wife? Oh, we already answered that, sweetie. Please retire. Okay. We cannot escape the matrix. I don't know. Don't say what we can't do. I watched white folks not take the COVID vaccine, and that shit got shut down. I think if you just say no, I think if you just stop the shit, I think you, the people, have more power. So are we walking the plank, or are we opening up our eyes and stopping this shit? They're telling us in advance, so you have enough time to stop it, I would think. I don't know. I don't know.
This is wild. Candace Owens reached out to the family of Tyler Robinson, and she said his own family doesn't believe that picture they showed us of him on the campus was even him. The family also said that the apartment felt like it was staged and it was supposed to be hush-hush, and they intentionally put a furry bed to make it look like the story just makes sense. Take a look at what she says in her own words.
The family says that the photo of the young man that is coming up the stairs, which was shared, that blurry image, is definitively not Tyler Robinson. And let me just say, I never thought it looked like him. Neither did you. Okay. Face looks different. Face looks more narrow. Also, that person looks taller. Every time I say, I'm like, this person is taller than Tyler Robinson. Tyler Robinson also appears to have full lips, even though this image is blurry. We're not looking for someone that got fuller lips, and Tyler Robinson looks broader than that individual walking, right? So I'm on board with that person walking up the stairs. It's not Tyler Robinson, because I feel like it was intentionally blurred. They also never gave us the footage at all, because in order to blur it, they probably needed a static image. Also, the family believes that, and this is really interesting, Tyler Robinson's apartment was staged after his arrest. Now, you will recall that I spoke to Lance's family. And one of the things that Lance's family said was, hey, we own that apartment. They pay rent to us.
Lance is the partner of Tyler Robinson.
Tyler Robinson. But I can tell you that it seems like they were trying to hide the fact that this apartment got raided. And it's very strange that they immediately cleared Lance as a suspect. And I was told by other people in the department that they wanted to keep that raid very hush-hush. They didn't want anybody to know about the raid. There was no mention of this raid. And Lance immediately gets cleared as a suspect. Why? Well, according to Tyler's family, they went to that apartment after his arrest, and they felt the apartment was staged, and that intentionally in Tyler's room, a furry bed was placed, almost sort of implying that they're trying to transfer the attributes of Lance onto Tyler. And that's shady. But again, when I put together what I'm being told by Lance's family and what I'm hearing from the Robinson family through a third party, I will say that it matches. It kind of seems like they're agreeing. One family's going, hey, Lance is kind of evil. Why is he getting cleared? And the other one's going, Tyler's not this guy. Tyler is not this guy. So what the hell is going on, guys? What is actually going on right now?
By the way, the roommate Lance, he disappeared. He's nowhere to be found. Just saying.
You all have to see what I'm about to show you. I have never in my life agreed with anything that Candace Owens has said. She has been on the wrong side. She has said some incredibly harmful things. And you need to see what she just said about the death of Charlie Kirk and this administration. Watch.
I'm done, okay? I'm done. That's it. Literally, I want you to know. F you. Like, truly, I mean that. I don't care. I'll expose everything. You guys who are watching know what I know. So tell the truth. Just tell the truth for once in your miserable life.
What is she going to expose? I think this is a really big deal. She has information. Clearly, she has some insight that many of us need to know. So I really hope that she shares that.
All right. I feel like I should read on this, even though I'm an hour, 12 minutes in. I think I should read on this. Is Candace going to crack this case wide open? And what is all of this going to look like for all of us? Is Candace going to crack this case wide open? Please, God, talk to me about Candace. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Candace is your child. She is your love. She is your beloved, Father God. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. No, I take you. Oh, maybe I have enough. In your name, I pray. Amen. Amen. Ashe. All right, let's lower the stage, y'all. Let's lower the stage. By the way, I also didn't like the fact that they made the roommate gay. That they made them lovers. Okay. Let's take a look, y'all. Will Candace crack this case wide open? I'm going to use this card as the White House. The Emperor. The Emperor. This could be Trump. There's a lot of holes in the walls. Sacrifice. That's in the past. Here's a woman here. Could be Candace herself, but she's a Taurus, so I don't know if that's her. It could be somebody. Oh, here's another woman here. I don't know if this is a little girl or is this emotions. This is a hard trek to climb, but 3 women are going to challenge this Kirk thing. Now, I think one of the women could be Megyn Kelly. I don't know why I see her as the red one and not this blonde one. Who's another woman that could possibly pair up with Candace and Megan. Who am I missing here? Or are they coming after Erica? Is this Erica? Is this Erica? If I see this as Trump, is this Erica? That maybe this turning point might be harder for Erica to sustain. No, I get 3 women that is going to be fighting back. Something about an eagle, eagle, the bird, or birds. There's a silent agreement between 3 women. And it's not like you're going to see them like some superhero standing together to fight back. They could be 3 separate people. It's almost like there's a pack here that if one doesn't finish, the other one picks up. But they're all, I believe, talking on separate platforms. Is anybody else talking in this Kirk case? Is anybody else showing themselves as stepping forward in their social media? Does anybody know? This mountain is hard to move, but I get 3 to now 4, because I didn't look at this card well. I just saw this as the White House. Sets of women that is going to keep this alive. That is going to keep these emotions prevalent on everybody's tongue. Again, the pit bull bites down. And they keep providing other answers to what they're telling us is the truth. They keep providing other answers, and they keep reminding us how they keep confusing us, like they're doing it on purpose, she is saying. Yeah, there's a secret pack here. There's a secret pack here. Here's one man that's a part of the pack. I wonder if that could be Tucker Carlson. And look, here's the 4th woman. 1, 2, 3, and then Candace. There's another man here that's going to say something eventually. Somebody's going to be writing something or documenting something. There's something here that is going to get written or documented. I don't believe that Erica is going to be the Christian saving grace that they hoped. I do believe that what she thinks, or she's not by herself, what they plan on using her for is going to fall apart. I don't think this turning point is sustainable. I think it has to fall apart. I also think, I'm sorry to say this, Erica, but I don't think there's going to be any money left for you. I think the money's going to get removed. I think if you're not careful, they could turn on you. I think if you're not useful in this current situation, they may have to have you take the blame for something like missing monies. I think you act like a fighter, but I think when all is said and done, you are not prepared for the other side of hell. I think that Candace and some others, I don't know who the others are. I'd love to piece that together, like Megan, Kelly, Tucker Carlson. I get another man, so I get 2 men and 4 women. And I don't believe that they are coming together like some damn superhero, we're going to save the day. I think each is going to have a platform and they're going to talk on their individual platforms. But I think collectively, they're going to scare the administrators of Turning Point, which, you know, Erica might be the head of, but she is not in charge. She's not in charge of the funds and where they go and what they do with it. And I think ultimately the pawn that they are using Erica for is going to come crashing down. And I think that monies will be stolen. But I also believe that monies were already stolen from Turning Point. So maybe they could actually say your husband stole money and therefore we don't trust you. Almost like saying, how could you not know what your husband was doing? You know how women get blamed for everything, but Kelly was on the inside. Kelly's definitely an industry girl that played the role of sex pot for power. But ultimately, the transition to get her to take over Turning Point is not going to work. People are not going to stand for it. They're not going to donate. I see no money here, guys. There's no money here. Look, there's no money. Where do you see money? Where? Here? This is a pentacle card, but this is working hard for the money. Here, where's money? Look, somebody's sitting on money. This is a money woman, but I think that's part of the team that's going to take Turning Point down. So I think the case will most likely be won, not by Candace alone, but I don't know if everyone is in separate agreement or they're in together agreement. I think that it's going to take a few people to question what the fuck is going on, and Turning Point will fail. And Erica, I'm very afraid for you because I think you will be broke. And the person that you were hugging and oh my goodness, and you guys almost kissed on stage. I was really afraid. I was like, because I thought a kiss was going to happen. To be honest with you, Erica, that was your downfall. The fact that you thought you had to hug this man so hard. And he tried to resist you. But between you and him, there was something going on there. And then he clenched his teeth. And I thought, oh my God, he's going to ravage her. And I got scared for her. That was the turning point. That was the turning point. Your career got ruined at that point. I'm scared for Erica because I do believe that, and I'm not trying to tell you guys what to do, but maybe I am, but I think that if you give Candace the time it takes to unravel her whole life, she did this in front of the camera, let her unravel this in front of the camera. And she's going to make a big difference in what is actually happening. Now, the other thing I want to tell you guys is that time that supposedly Trump disappeared, I think they were planning all of this. And that's what we missed. And that's why he came back and he didn't care. Oh, everybody thought I was dead. Notice he didn't say anything because the joke was on us. This was always going to get planned. It was a plan, but it got executed. And they were talking about how to execute all of this. All right, I'm out. Let me get... Oh, what happened? I don't think Erica is coming across authentic at all. At all. At all. At all. At all. Let's get the final outcome. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. But this was about Candace, and ultimately they showed me that turning point. It's not gonna last. It will not last. I always mean to have you all. Oh, done. I'm already done. Oh. I know y'all don't have faith in me. I already see it. Y'all don't have faith in me. I think y'all get mad at me when I chastise y'all. Guys, Candace is being used to save the world. Serving humanity with humility, but I don't know if that's what she's doing. But guys, it's hard to believe. I get it, but I don't know what we would do without Candace. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know anybody that has the guts that Candace has. Messiah. Associated with embodiment of divine power and a mission to save humanity. Tends to become obsessed with their spiritual purpose, even if she's not calling it spiritual, convinced that God needs her to do something. Look for a desire long-term to save people, especially in large numbers, with the possibility of self-delusion in this regard. Ciao. Guys. Right, Tamara? Right? Come on, guys. Y'all can stay mad at Candace if you want. I'm listening. I'm watching intently. I'm going to be like this. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. She is going to get turning point. Shut the fuck down. And it goes, Candace is playing her role to the T. I love her. She's playing. So sorry, Big Game Chicks. Oh my God. Orange did disappear right before the Kirk event. And when he came back, You know how he is. I was never sick. People wanted to make me sick. I'm the healthiest of the healthiest people ever. He didn't say shit because this shit was planned. What, did he come back on a Thursday and Kirk was gone by Monday or Tuesday? Come on, guys. Come on. And the only other distraction in between that was blowing up some civilian Venezuelan shrimp boat. And don't worry about her, Herbert. Divine power. Do not worry about her. She is saving you. She is saving me. She is saving the world. She has the divine power. Stop worrying about her. Energetically push her through. Energetically, we should all be saying, go Candace, go Candace, go Candace, go Candace, go Candace. Yeah, it hasn't been passed yet. I follow everything. It hasn't been passed yet. He wants to pass it. It hasn't been, but there's something about if you mention Israel or something like that. I don't know. Lord have mercy. Let's stop being scared. Candace! 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 Let's stop being scared. Let's let Candace do her job. All right? While we all be all fearful. Candace! What should we do now, Candace? She's the Harriet Tubman of this era. All right, I know. All right, guys, call me for your own personal reading. 213-458-7408. I'm really glad I did this reading. And this final outcome, Messiah, this is spirit. Spirit be on it. Oh my God, I love spirit. Call me for your own personal reading. Let Candace save the world. Let the psychic Tracy save you. We each got a job to do. And then you save someone, and then you save someone, and you save someone, you save someone. We all can do this collectively. Oh, so she really has insight information. All right, guys, I gotta go. I love you. Let me know your comments in the comments. Let me know your opinions in the comments. Love you guys. Take it easy. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing place. Our culture is psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.